Good afternoon, everybody. We're here, Dr. Justine and myself, Dr. Blake. We want to go over about 10 minutes of stretching that you guys can do at home together as a partner workout. And so what we want to do is we want to start by warming up. So you're just going to basically get your body moving.
Ooh, don't hit each other.
Yeah, loosen up. Just move gently through your neck, through your legs. Just kind of no rhythm necessary, right? And get yourself moving. Get some blood flowing into those muscles before you stretch them out. Bring your legs up high. Oh, hit each other a couple times. Bring your feet back towards your buttocks. Okay. And so after you do that for about 60 seconds, maybe even 2 minutes, you can start to roll your shoulders and just loosen up. You want to get those shoulder blades moving back and forward. Spend a lot of time bent over looking at the computer with our shoulders rolled down. We want to open up. Good. And then we'll start with a neck stretch. So we'll just bring an ear to your shoulder. As you go to your right with your ear, you want to put your left hand down. Feel a nice gentle pull there. When you pull, you want to feel basically about a 4 or 5 out of 10 stretch. You don't want to go much further than that. Hold for about 15 seconds and to the other side. And you can repeat that 3 times. Then you're going to look over your shoulder. So you're going to look over, pretend you're back in grade 10, trying to see the pretty girl at the back of the class.
Or a good looking
And if you
guy.
can't see her, look the other way. Maybe she's on that side. Good. And then you want to look up at the ceiling and stick your chin out. And relax. Good. And then you're going to look down at your toes. Depending on if this is a COVID-19 situation or for some people it's a COVID-225 situation. Hopefully the COVID weight gain hasn't hit you. And then just again rolling through your shoulders, loosen up. Gonna reach across. That's it. And then the other way. Good. And then you're gonna work with your partner and put one hand just behind the shoulder blades and just gently reach back. And again, this should only be at about a 4 out of 10 intensity, so you're not really pulling very hard. And the other side. Good. And then you can switch. Good.
And you can do different angles. You can do up, middle, and down too, to just make it a little bit more difficult.
Good, and then you're gonna lean to your side. So you can do this a couple ways. You can just take your hand and slide it towards your knee. Or as you see Dr. Justine, you can reach over your head. And the other way. Good. Excellent. And then we're gonna work on stretching out our upper body where we pull. So just leaning back with my caboose, and she's...
Bum out.
Yeah.
Bum out. Hold, don't let go so we don't fall.
And I'm not rounding my back. My bum is high and out rather than in and under. I want my back up, my chin up, keeping my spine long.
And ears up.
Yeah.
And to make it just a little bit different, you can turn your feet one way and then turn your feet the other way and back to the center.
And then to stretch out our calves, you can do a downward dog position.
So like this. And stretch, alternate calves. If you have a disc injury, make sure you keep both knees bent so you don't have both legs straight. If you have a lower back injury, bend both knees.
And then we'll move to the ground and we'll work on stretching out our hamstrings.
Wanna go first?
Yeah, so I'll go first, so you can just move towards touching your toes. Again, you want to keep your chin up, shoulders up. You're going to feel this in behind your thighs and a little bit into your calves. And if you want to stretch your calves this way, you can grab a towel, like a tea towel, and put it over your toe and pull that towards you to stretch your calves. Again, you're going to hold these for about 15 seconds. Repeat 3 times.
So I'm just adding just a little bit of extra pressure, not pushing them right over, but just a little extra pressure from the back to feel a little bit more stretch, a little deeper stretch. But you're not shoving quickly, it's just a gentle pressure, and make sure that you don't hurt them.
And again, I want to make sure I keep my spine tall. So I'll pull my belly button in, my shoulders are up as I come forward. So it doesn't look like I'm reaching as far, but if I was to arch my back, I could reach farther but put a lot more strain on my back, which isn't healthy. So shoulders high, chin up, leaning forward. Good. And then Dr. Justine.
Go this way. Is that all right?
Yeah. So again, there's a lot of arch here. We want to, if our back is healthy, that's great. But if there's any lower back concerns, we want to bring our shoulders high and come forward so that our hips bend, but not so much our back.
You can pull on the toes if you want it to be a little bit harder in the back of the calf, if you reach.
Good. And then
Short legs, it makes it easier.
Then we'll do a hip flexor stretch. We missed this one.
Oh. Okay.
So just to make sure that I have good balance, I'm gonna lunge, and I'm gonna, basically I don't want my knee to touch the ground. If it does, it's okay. But if I can lift it up, it's just a little bit more work to feel a stretch there. If I set that knee down on the ground, I can arch back and I'll feel a stretch, basically right over my hip pocket. And then I'll switch. Good.
And
then,
if you, if
and
I were
switch.
doing it, you could just do it standing too if you find that your balance is off. So you would tuck your pelvis under and then bend both knees if you find that it's difficult to go to the ground. So tuck the buttocks under, hip goes forward, and to make it a little bit harder, arm arches just a little bit away from the side that you're stretching. So if stretch left arm, same with left hip, left arm, arching away. And same thing, hip tucks under, right arm, arch away. We should do the quads.
Yes.
Okay?
And so to stretch your quads, again, having someone there for balance is great, and you can reach back like that to bring your foot up. If that's a challenge, if you're wearing pants, you could just grab the back of your pants, or you can grab the sock, or again, you can use a towel. So just put that around your ankle, and you're there, and you're stretching there.
There you go. You want to do the other side?
Yeah.
Or other side? Oh, you can reach, I can't do that. Reach opposite arm, opposite leg. I don't do it that way. Alright, so front of the leg, holding that stretch again, 10 to 15 seconds. Trying to bring your pelvis forward so it's not with your knee ahead of the other knee. Your knee has to come slightly back, and goal is you still keep your head up. And you can switch sides. And try to get your heel towards your bum. There you go. Good.
Okay. Now our adductors
And buttocks.
and buttocks. So we'll do our adductors first. So there's a couple different ways you can do that, like a butterfly.
Like this. So knees come out, head up, and are you going to push from the back? And there, you can come forward. And just push gently forward. I'm not as flexible this way.
But again, you want your spine tall.
Your elbows down, and you'll feel the stretch inside the middle of your legs there. Good. You want to try that one?
Yep. And another way, so you can do it with the soles of your feet together, or you can do it with your legs out, like a V, and you're coming forward there. And again, you'll feel it from the inside of the knee right into the groin. And good.
You want to do the hamstring stretch?
We did the hamstring.
No, laying on your back. SLR. So you can come in behind and just first stretch, you want it to be more gentle, and then as they feel like loosened up a little bit, then you can push a little bit more. And to increase that stretch, you can pull their toes down. He likes that one. You'll feel the stretch in the back of the leg and into the back of the calf. If you want to increase that flexibility, he could push a little bit. Push 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. This is called PNF. And then you, again, increase that stretch right after you do the contraction to kind of trick those muscles. So coming forward first with this, a more gentle stretch at the beginning. The goal is to be able to get to 90 degrees. If you're here, that's okay. That's a good start. But our ultimate goal is to get to 90 degrees. So he can push 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then I can deepen that stretch and then bring that calf down, and that'll make the stretch that much harder. When we go into the buttock stretch, you can bend the knee. You can use your chest to push forward or your hands and to push forward. So you can start with the knee towards the same shoulder and then to the opposing shoulder for the glute stretch, and then pushing the opposite foot towards, and this is a figure 4, so you'll feel it slightly different in the buttocks. Jump over you here. All right, so starting with knee to the same chest, the same shoulder, opposite shoulder. And I prefer the figure 4 to put my hand down and just use my body weight, upper body weight, and I'm using my upper right shoulder to control this leg for the figure 4 stretch. Good? And you want to do the sit and reach here. Right, just sit up and touching your toes, and I can, like that, just end that one with that hamstring stretch. Good. Want to switch?
So again, just wanting to lock the knee out.
Except if you have a disc injury. This is not, if you have a lower back disc injury, don't keep your knee bent. Don't do this
You don't
stretch.
lock it, and you don't really want to do that stretch, no.
I need to go further.
And again, some people have a lot more flexibility, so you can bring it right up.
You will find one leg's better than the other.
And again, you'll bring the knee to the same shoulder, across to the opposite shoulder, and then the figure 4 position here.
That one's harder for me.
Yeah, good. And then down. So again, you're going to bring this up, locking the knee out to the best of your ability, I like to push on the thigh here versus pushing down on the knee. I don't want to compress the person's knee. And then across to the other shoulder. Good. And then that figure 4 position here. And then as you bring them out of the stretch, you just make sure that they've got a good sensation there.
All right, we wanted to share this information with you. We all want you to be as healthy as possible, have ways to do fun things together, to stretch together. We're thinking about you. We want the best for you and your families. So share this. They can have fun too. Even Blake's got a little sweat going, so we can have time together.
Have a great day.
Mwah.